So as many of you know, there were some big changes in the production of Captain America Brave New World, where they had to do rewrites and reshoots because I guess they just didn't think their story was quite good enough. And in the original version of the film, some of these characters were supposed to be completely different. Giancarlo Esposito wasn't even in it until they started doing the reshoots. The character Sabra turned into a former Black Widow, working as the president's security advisor. But even in some trailers that didn't come out too long before the movie, there were some huge differences from the final cut. Mainly what they did with the leader. In one of the earlier scenes, the trailer showed him taking a picture kind of hiding in the crowd, where in the final cut of the movie that was just not in there at all. And also later in the movie they teased a scene where he was wearing like an Uncle Sam hat and he was in the midst of this crowd, but I assume that's an alternate version of the scene with him just talking to Sam when he turns himself in. Probably the biggest change is the fact that the trailer shows a funeral that's obviously for President Ross, meaning that he just would have died in the final battle, but that obviously did not happen, and I'm glad it didn't because we didn't get to see much of him in that movie, and so I'm glad that he can show up in the future. But do you think these changes were for the better or for the worse?